I was first abducted in 1987. I was 12 years old. I say abducted, but it's not like that. Actually, you go willingly. It's scary but it's exciting, too, and they are somehow able to make you feel okay about things. It's not until later that you feel bad or like you've been violated. And they don't do a lot of probing, like raping, or anything like that. That's Hollywood nonsense. They look inside of people sometimes, but they have machines that do it. Not really machines, but it's like a room where things get done and the walls are, it's hard to explain, so just imagine that all the walls are kind of like X-ray machines. That's the easiest way to describe it. Sometimes there would be others there and they would be looking into them or they'd put them under and cut them open, but not usually. They took tissue samples from all of us, I think, and they never put you under or give you any anesthetic or anything. They just poke you. With like those things they take samples of the ocean floor? Like that, but really small. They pull out chunks of you. It's usually done on the butt or on the lower back. Mostly they talked with me. Just questions and they'd show me things, like television shows and things, and they'd ask me questions about them. I think the walls measure our reaction to things, too, same as they take X-rays. I don't know that, but it's the feeling that I got. They never let you ask questions about what they are doing. Even once I got friendly with a few of them, they just do not like it when you ask them questions. They hate it. You can't understand their language. It just sounds like hammam. I'm positive that we'll never be able to communicate with them in their language. I should mention that these are the greys that you hear about, except they aren't gray. They are sort of beige, and it's clothes anyway. They aren't naked. I don't know if there are others. People say there are, but I've only ever met these. Anyway, you cannot understand them but they can understand you. And they can put thoughts into your head but they can't hear your thoughts. You have to speak to them. They cannot hear very well, or else they are not good understanding English, so you have to speak loudly and slowly. I don't know if they understand other languages, but I'm pretty sure they would. They are interested in all of us, in everything that goes on. They like a lot of things about our culture, too. They like some of our music. Bluegrass is their favorite so far as I've seen. They like it a lot. They love that African instrument that looks like a gourd with 13 strings. Love it. But they cannot stand horns or horn music, so they hate classical music and jazz. I think trumpets sort of sound like their language. It's a feeling that I get, but I've never been able to ask them. They've taken me up just about every 2 years, I'd say, since 1987. Just about. Sometimes it's more often, and I didn't go up at all between 1995 and 2000. They usually keep me for what feels like a day, but it turns out to be about 4 hours. Usually. The longest I stayed with them was 3 weeks. During that time, they made me make phone calls and keep up appearances. They aren't really bad, well, I was going to say people. But they're not really bad people. Or whatever. The two that I got sort of close with told me to call them Jack and Gina. I don't know if they are male or female or even if they have different sexes. But I know that those aren't their real names. Those are just names that they told me. They will make contact with Earth on a wide scale in 2021. That's the year when they'll land here, or colonize, or whatever. I'm not exactly sure what their plan is. They don't seem to be evil or dangerous. Their planet is, so they told me anyway, a very long way away. They couldn't explain to me how far, they said, because it was too far for me to understand and it was also close to the side. I have no idea what that meant, but it's always stuck with me. Home is too far away for you to understand, but also close to the side. We don't have anything that they want, so they told me. So I don't really know why they come here or why they've taken so many of us up or why they've gotten to be friends with me. They do not have any religion and they don't need oxygen or water or trees or anything, I don't think. They don't eat people. I don't think they want to breed with us or genetically engineer us. I don't know what they want. But they've been coming here for I'd guess at least 10 or 20,000 years. I'm not very good about history and Upper Paleolithic and all that. But they've got video of all sorts of stuff and they showed me video of Neanderthals and Cro-Magnon, which really were just like us humans except they all had black skin, way less diversity, and all sorts of other human-like things, us, or whatever. And they showed me video of the pyramids being built and this huge stone building that I guess is lost somewhere or was destroyed but it was in Europe, I could tell from the video. They have video of them talking with all sorts of people all throughout the history of Earth. They showed me some of them and asked me questions about them but I couldn't understand any of it because I only speak English and even English from 200 or 300 years ago is so different that I could hardly understand it. So I told them that they probably knew more about it all than I did. I was up 3 weeks ago. That was the last time. I'm pretty sure that I'll go up again in a couple of years, but I'm not sure after that. The whole program or whatever they call it is going to change in July, 2021. I think they said 8th, but it could also have been 18th, I wasn't hearing very well. They weren't trying to intimidate me or even to warn me, so I don't think we have anything to worry about. I hope they don't show the videos they took of me when they first started taking me up, because I was so scared and young and they are embarrassing. Edit. I changed an accidentally racist bit in there that someone pointed out. Changed they were all black to all had black skin, way less diversity. Edit. No more questions. They are not happy with me. Sorry.